Got a fascinating story in the world of dating that I wanted to tap you into. Mashable put out a story about the 32 of the biggest dating app bio red flags as told by users. So here's what we're learning. So thanks to online dating, you and your soulmate could be mere swipes away from finding each other. But here's the thing, we're going to move along. They did a call out to online daters asking for the biggest dating app red flags. And they compiled a list of 32 common profile mishaps. From writing no bio at all to including one with too many shirtless photos. Here's what to avoid when building your online dating persona, according to what they're saying. I'll put a little commentary here as I go along. A photo of someone holding a baby coupled with the clarification, not my baby. Okay. You know, yeah. Unless you are a mom, if you're holding a baby, that's not a picture you want to hold up there. And also, why are you letting a picture of a kid that might not be yours or having any baby out there in a picture? You shouldn't just do that, period. And don't let your kids in the picture either. Just put in the profile that you are a mom, if that's the case, or you're a great auntie to your cousins or whatever, something like that, okay? The phrase, I'm looking for someone who doesn't take themselves too seriously. Well, we know women really much do take a lot of dating seriously anyway, so like it's just part of the thing. And, you know, it's when you're asking to be someone to take themselves too seriously, why don't you just take the person at face value instead of starting to say, well, you need to be funny. First of all, I thought you'd like to tell people that you like somebody to be funny, but then naturally, isn't it every dating book always says that you should be funny anyway? So the point of taking themselves too seriously is probably because they're trying to not take themselves too seriously, but they fail at doing that. Mostly a women problem, I would imagine. Not looking for any drama. That just tells you that they might still be bitter and they're going to do something to trigger themselves because the chronic dater that they are, much like the chronic daters that we are as men, they're going to end up doing something stupid to, self-destruct. So that's where the whole drama thing is. They don't realize that maybe they're the ones that are, inciting the drama because sometimes they just want drama in their lives. Because I think some women, they want to have somebody to argue with. They want to have somebody to be emotional with. They want somebody they can go ahead and kind of lash out against. And if they can find a nice guy they can do that too, that's what they want. And sometimes someone woman to be humiliate them or kind of put them down. I remember having a date where I went down to Miami from West Palm Beach to go meet her. And she basically was trying to always keep, putting me down, kept trying to be negative and just trying to as if she was already starting to enable me on the very first date within the first hour of getting together. And that just wasn't doing any good for me. And that just turned me off altogether. Too many shirtless pics. Well, listen, there's some guys that are going to do what they're going to do because of, if they got a good body and they're ripped and they're chiseled, that's one thing. Okay. But again, that's mostly men. Then men holding fish. Well, if a man holds a fish, okay, they're outdoor sportsman type. And, unless you're not looking for that, then that's kind of a filter to say, okay, maybe you're not interested in them. If you're from the city and you're not used to going out in the boat, then maybe that's not for you. And also, you don't want to be the kind of woman that because the guy looks good and he's fishing, that you're going to do something with him outdoorsy when it's really not your thing in hopes that you'll do it once or twice just to, show him that you're interested. And then you'll just neglect it afterwards. And then you'll make it where he won't ever do it anymore either. Right? The phrase good vibes only, it's just don't even, if I read that just tells me somebody that's just a little too stuck up on themselves. I can't, good vibes only is just a turn off for me. They never message first, so if you don't message, you'll be unmatched. And either which way, it doesn't matter about who matches who and who messages who. It really doesn't. And in the story, they say women simply don't have time for this nonsense. Semi-related, if a man's bio is straightforward list of requirements he'd like to find a woman, it's also a major turnoff. Interesting. I don't know why. Well, I don't like saying things like, I'm looking for a girl who likes to take care of herself, must be physically fit, or looking for a girl who can hold a conversation. I don't know so much about that. We should be filtering out who we want on board. We shouldn't go ahead and put ourselves open for the most amount of likes or most amount of matches. We only want one match that fits what we want. So why not filter ourselves way down, right? Next, someone's height fall because apparently that matters. I never say that, but I never knew that was a big thing either. Anyways, people only have one photo. Yeah, you got to have more than one photo. That is one thing I will admit, that is one of those things would be nice to have more than anything else. The other line is saying, I don't know why I'm here. Well, when I hear that, that's just stupid, because you've probably been on online dating for a long time. For you to say that just means nothing. Looking for my partner in crime, that is cliche. Drop that. I agree. Poor quality profile photos and also old photos. Please, everybody understands that. Do not do that at all. That also is not a good thing. Absolutely correct. Bragging or requesting sarcasm. Choosing to answer certain Hinge prompts. So, the Hinge, they're talking about, filling out certain prompts, change my mind, or over the competitive about. I really hate the Hinge things, though they do that anyway. I really don't care for that. Work hard, play hard. Just, again, cliche. Just tells you just took it from a book. You took that idea from somebody else. You state facts like I have a house or have a car. Yeah. People who try to get you to follow them on social media. That's pretty cliche too. Got it. Overly or underly political bios. So in 2021, some find the words moderate or apolitical in bios to be red flag. Why? Why do we have to go ahead and say, oh, we voted for this or that? Well, why does it matter? What if we just don't want to talk about politics? Why is that such an important thing? Mashable, I'm sorry, you missed it on that one. Now, this is also from your users that also feel the same way you do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So they're saying that said, if these are your views and they're important to you, you might as well come out and say it so everybody knows. No, we don't. No, we don't. I can stay on the fence all I want. And I think I can have a very happy relationship if I didn't bring politics into the matter. Just saying. I'm sure people will agree with me on that point. That one right there, number 21, is wrong. Of the 32 points that they made up here, the 8 dating app bio red flags. Let's continue going through. They say overusing emoji, you're making typos. Now, typos, anybody can do that because they're doing it on their phone. They don't have necessarily any spell checker. Sometimes that happens, okay? Relax. Photos with X's. The other one I just saw here was people who note their Myers-Briggs type indicator. I don't know what that means. I'll just pass on that. If I see that, I'll just pass. Photos with X's are possible love interests. Oh, then you're just jealous. Again, if you're interested in them, you'll overlook and then you will overpass whoever other love interests there are. But again, you got to hold somebody else at face value and just, stop the judging so much, huh? There's some cringy words they talk about. Nothing too serious. For instance, chill, casual, no strings attached. Here to have fun. Well, if you say that, you're just kind of saying you're just looking to screw around. You're not looking for a relationship. And the kind of impression from the start is you want to try to show that you're wanting in a relationship anyway. Being outright negative. Yeah, negative, just sounding like you're just like the end of the world, Chicken Little, sky is falling. Nah, pass down on that too. Throwing out trust issues, vibes. I have trust issues. That is the biggest red flag of all. It just is. When a bio is neglected, if you don't put anything in the bio at all, yeah, I don't like that either. That's not fun. Tired pop culture references. Yeah, use stuff that's actually from this millennium and now go for 80s and 90s references. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Yeah. When working out seems like a sole personality trait, yeah. Exercise, health food junkies, and you just show yourself in the gym and you're working out and you're going. Now, one of the things I didn't put in here, which I'll talk about in a moment, too much nostalgia. Again, trying to act like you're a 90s kid. I think that doesn't work so much anymore. And sounding overly pretentious. A Bitcoin enthusiast. Yeah, that's too much. One of the things they put in here, I want to say for women, putting your travel pictures up there. or putting your pictures in the lap of luxury, like you're in front of some car that's not yours, or you're dining at some restaurant, you got a glass of wine and a steak or a salad, and you're at some fancy place all dressed up. Okay, that's sugar daddy material. So if you're going to use that, put it on Seeking Arrangement, put it on Sugar Babies or Sugar Daddy for Me, not on a dating site. Because then you're basically going to go through guys that are not there to be sugar daddies, that you're going to try to influence or persuade, and you're going to fail. Just saying. I'll leave it there, and I'll talk to you next time.